A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today marks a new beginning. Some people have said that we dream too big. I say those people think too small. Dream big, you'll never be bigger than your dreams. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Nothing is impossible. It's not what we say or what we think that defines us, but what we do. Life can only be understood looking backwards. I don't think anybody could have predicted where we would end up. Amazing what happened. The rest is history. All my life, I created and lived fantasies. I envisioned an organization, a paradigm-shifting company, people power. I envisioned a beautiful wife that would actually be a partner, and I got Lauren. Market America, what a fantasy. Look at this, it started in a living room with a handful of people. Look at this, folks. I had nothing but an idea. 1/1000th of a volt. When I showed the plan, people looked at me like I was nuts. I put my little marker board up there. In the beginning, we didn't have anything. I said, man, JR, how can you say this thing's gonna work? I said, it's gonna work because it's an idea whose time has come, and I'm gonna make it work. We had a vision, we had a dream, and we were gonna give it our all. It's up to you, and it's up to me. It's been a real journey. We do all these demonstrations and analogies. They're like parables. What would happen if everybody in here believed? You need to change what you're doing and get off the hamster wheel. Get off the treadmill. Isn't it time for a change? There's a choice to be made. You see, first you gotta do some work. We gotta put something in before we get something out. Prime the pump. The power of the plan is like a liquid. It's what you define. It's imprinted. You can either lead or follow. I tell you to get your head out of the toilet. You got your good friend Ralph. It's so important what he thinks. When your number's called, he ain't gonna die for you, is he? Now that it's time to live, don't let him live for you either. What are we doing with our time? You don't need to be controlled by that alarm clock anymore. So when that thing goes off, shake the bean jar. That was Elizabeth, that was Tony, Ben, Frank. The biggest nuts rose to the top. Get two. All you gotta do is get proud of it. It's an attitude, it's an excitement, it's a passion. Get two.
How can we rewrite the stars, say that the world can be ours?
Obsession is passionate to an extreme. Thomas Edison was my hero. I had my own laboratory. Spaceship cockpit with electronics and lights blinking. What will matter is not what you learned, but what you taught.
It's not impossible. Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars?
I'm a storyteller. I think of a story of the starfish, the frog and the scorpion. The story's told about Henry Kissinger, Albert Einstein, a fellow by the name of Edward Deming. Tell stories. All they are is thoughts, but thoughts are real things. We become what we think about all the time. It all starts to click. But maybe it's just time for you to step into the batter's box and swing with all you got.
It's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours?
We have the power to change the world. to be important to somebody, to be remembered. But the thing that makes the difference, and the thing that we always have to remember and understand, is the impression that you make on others. Whose life have you touched today? It's the people that makes the difference. I share your hopes and your dreams. I'm one of you. I share your pain. Do you realize how much you meant to me? How much you affected my life? How often I thought of you? Remember that there's other worlds to sing in. I used to want to borrow money in order to make it. I wish I could borrow time. When I was a kid, there used to be a saying, you got about as much chance of doing that as putting a man on the moon. The US and NASA did it in 8 years. Wow. What is possible? Visualize it in your mind's eye. The ability to dream. Peter Pan is somewhat of a patron saint of mine. I don't want to grow up, not if it means I have to stop dreaming. And yes, I know my way to Neverland. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. Never grow up, but keep growing. Fantasies become real when a group of people seize on the same vision and make it their own. This team has been through hell with me. They've been in a wheelbarrow with me since the very beginning. We've been through every imaginable experience. My why became their why. All of you who have joined us, I'm grateful. When there was little or nothing to believe in, and we kept going. Some say I'm crazy. They said the same thing about every person who ever did anything great in this world. I don't believe that politics or governments can solve the problem of the world. Only economics and people's love for each other. And that can multiply into hundreds and thousands of other people each time you do it and light that one life. Because you're only given so much time. On every tombstone, there's a birth date and a death date. But what's more important is between that birth date and that death date is a dash. What are we going to do with the dash? A blink is a lifetime to us and a second to God. I never waste a second. We got to go remember that we can leave changing the world. You know, my greatest fear was to be nobody. So I fantasized about being somebody and doing something great. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. You'll discover things that you didn't expect to discover. It's really a lifestyle and a community and a family. It's a gift. Do the thing you fear most, and it will fall away beneath its own weight. That belief, that hope, imagination. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. You have a cause in which to work your heart out. How will the value of your days be measured? What will matter is the memories of those who loved you. It's not how many people you knew, but how many will feel a lasting loss when you're gone. It's not a matter of circumstance, but a matter of choice. Choose to live the life that matters. This is your chance. I don't want to die without this changing the world. The years are going by, and I'm afraid of running out of time. I'm not done. I have unfinished things, and it causes kind of an epiphany. There'll be a day that we all are pronounced at the end. make a life by what we give. You better make it count. And this is bigger than me, and I want you to grasp it. It's a race against time. All we can do is live a great life. I enjoyed every minute of it. You gotta open up your mind and understand what's important. I want to be the man that helped the most people succeed and live. The dash is still there. It's so important. It's the only thing that counts. The question is, what are you going to do with the dash?